Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the Magenta Rus, who have Liquid'DeMu. Spawn on north side as the Red English, or Corvinus1. I took another round look at the patch notes. I remember the Mongols had faster sheep production. That's because the sheep food capacity has been decreased down to 200. So the faster Mongol sheep production is the same. But also now players are 4 sheep underneath the town center, or 5 sheep underneath the town center rather than just 3. So the initial food should be 1,000. And we do have a respawn in the field. He does find some local doggos. We start killing them off. Sorry, I noticed my microphone's a little bit weird. There we go. And he does have 95. He must have found one deer deposit. This one's not been found. This one has been found by Red, and this one has been found by Red as well. So Red has killed off both his deer deposits. And now Red finds opponent's deer deposit as well. And that one, I didn't sound like it was Magenta, but I didn't see the plus 10 gold. And the way he's now at 145, so he's a little bit slow, but he has 3 scouts. And looks like he has a 4th scout on the build queue. He's finding a good number of wolves, but losing those deer like that is a little bit of a problem. It's just 3 or 4. We got another scout in the field. Oh boy. So he is going for a large number of scouts. He will be at 220. He needs to call 2 more wolves to get a tier 2 trade bounty. So we will need to keep an ear out for that. We got the Kremlin now being deployed in the field, being deployed next to the gold and more stone and more gold here. Look at the map generation. Now I'm taking time to actually take a little look at the map generation, rather than trying to focus on the trade bounties and getting distracted by talking about the Mongols. All the small gold spawn like in a line here from Magenta. The 2 large ones over here. Red's in more or less a line, much wider apart. But Magenta has a clear and obvious expansion direction, and this gold deposit, locking this one down, will also provide him some pressure to provide this one. Magenta has excellent field map generation, plus his berries, more berries, deer there. All of his resources spawned in this leftwards direction, just not the small stone deposit, which that's perfectly fine. His large stone's back here as well. Magenta would make a power play to claim all those resources. He does have 4 scouts in the field. Red has 2, and the king is being plotted in the field from the Abbey of the Kings. Of course, this new patch, the king does take a little bit longer to generate, or to spawn, or train, what do you want to call it. We got a decent amount of stone being collected by the Rus player, so he is eyeing for a secondary town center. Red's also eyeing for a stone for a town center as well. The king's now advancing. Red has 2 sheep behind that scout. King's pushing way forward. Of course, got the capital and the town center here. He's not going to really push forward in this region. Trying to collect enough wood for another town center. Popping more of the sheep. And Red Scout will be pursued by Magenta Scout. He could probably just let 2 pursue it around all 3. We do now have the double broad axe being researched. And the secondary town center is being built right next to the first one. Those going to maintain excellent wood drop off. Actually, the lumber camp, look here, it's not within influence. He's built another lumber camp there to continue the influence. Definitely worth it. After all, it will quickly pay for itself, that extra lumber camp. Mining camp being pulled out next to gold deposit. Oh, my apologies for that lag spike. Another town center has been built, of course. Red's actually town center is next to the deer deposit, so English player who actually collected up deer. What heresy is this? We got 4 scouts chasing down Red Scout. How many scouts does it take to kill off a king? Sorry, stupid thing just popped in my head. A scout does attack at same attack speed as Ghazi Raider, so slow. Only gets 1 damage per shank. And so it'll take a large number of shanks to take out the king. He will find the secondary town center. Does take a nice arrow volley there. And Magenta is moving around. It's probably a good idea to split up those scouts. I would say work in pairs. Got various economic research on the way for the Roost player. Sorry, you may have heard my drink open on up. I think I see the Red King push away forward. No, that's a Red Scout. Red, oh, put out some fire there. Ready to cook up the venison. I'm not sure where the Red King is at. Yeah, I'm not sure where the Red King is at. Oh, is he way over there? Ah, he's taking out Boar. The scout was assisting him. Does do a little bit more damage to Hunt. Or no, doesn't get any bonus damage versus a deer or a boar. You have to get the professional scout research. And Red, killing that off, would deny some trade bounties. How's Magenta's trade bounties? At 270, so he is now at tier 2 trade bounty. He's definitely not gonna get tier 3. Unless he goes to the high trade house. He will spot that scout, or a scout can 1v1 a villager. And 4 can easily 4v1 a villager. Just shank him, procreate him, make him very holy. King protecting his villager like a good king. Both players are just advancing the castle, so I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. It's just going to be the economic phase. I'm watching the king pursue his scouts. That's the most entertaining thing. And does take out that scout there. Very nice. He could have controlled that a little bit better. I think he may have interrupted some of the movement there with his scout micro. Either way, White Tower and High Trade House being built. The High Trade House being built there. Not a great spot. Right here is probably better. You know, I'm half surprised that the Magenta didn't go for professional scouts having 4 scouts in the field. Professional scouts could have allowed him to steal this other deer deposit. White Tower is still, of course, being built. The High Trade House was pushed out with 15 villagers. 36 trees, that's not great. Yeah, that was just really not a good spot. Even right here would be better since he was already sliced through some of these trees. Don't trust the reticle when it comes to the hunting cabin placement. It does count the stumps, which don't actually count. Unless the patch fixed that. Either way, we do have now horse archers being pulled in the field. I like seeing horse archers. They're just rare. His opponent's going for knights from the White Tower. Horse archers do cost 120, so they're much more affordable than Magudai, who costs right now 150 and a lot of gold, which does go better with the Russian economy for the... not Russian economy. The Mongol economy, the Magudai, since they can more rely on traders. But overall, even horse archers perform better than the Magudai. This ability to hit harder, albeit slower, is just generally better. We do now have 6 horse archers in the field. He does still have the 3 scouts, all of which can be affected by Boyar's Fortitude. You want a comparison of the horse archer to another unit? The best unit to compare it to is actually the crossbow. They have like almost identical health, same base damage, same attack speed. Only difference is they don't get the attack. Oh, nice 2 quick picks there. Does lose a horse archer. Worth. In comparison to the crossbowman to the horse archer, they have the same base damage, same attack speed. Technically slightly lesser range, but of course has knight movement speed. So if you're one who likes, I think it's reasonably fine to use crossbows against spearmen, then you like horse archers. Just make sure you keep their distance, because the damage they can receive is a little bit harder. It does get a good volley on the king. Horse archers do move at the same move speed as knights. Good micro there. Scouts trying to draw some fire. One knight does go down. He does keep his... does lose a horse archer there. More horse archers being deployed on the field. Of course, these guys cost the same as crossbow as well, just cost wood rather than gold. And knights are cost 240, so picking up one knight for one horse archer is a pretty good trade for the Rus. Warrior monk. Oh! He gets both the scouts. The king is dead. He has now 5 scouts in the field. And so now the knight is falling him back. Yeah, I love it here. So they have different icons. I've never really thought about this, but the scouts do have, or technically fully separate units, not the same units across English and Rus, even though they're identical, I think, in every single way, barring the capability of getting Boyar's Fortitude. Does Boyar's Fortitude affect captured scouts or converted scouts? I have no idea. We got Longbowman being put on the field. That would be a reasonable counter to the Horse Archer. They have the same health as Crossbowmen. And so Longbowmen should do just as well versus Horse Archers as well as versus Crossbowmen. Just problem is speed. Horse Archers more likely able to retaliate by getting nice and close. As far as Fortitude is being researched, so we'll find out soon enough whether or not if English scouts can be affected by Boyar's Fortitude. One that scouts takes a bit of damage. That was a Rus. One Rus scout does go down. As long as when the English scouts getting hit hard, he does take out a knight there. He does lose all the English scouts. So we can't test out see if converted scouts can be affected by Boyar's Fortitude. Scout villager does take a damage there, and we got these horse archers taking some damage. Good hits there onto the king. The king is dead once again. Going for conversion ritual. Warrior monks do have more health than regular monks, but does pick him off nonetheless. Right now, Magenta has claimed 3 relics. He did try to go for relic number 4. Red has claimed 1 relic, so that last relic over here is the last relic can be claimed. Horse archers moving around, trying to find another opportunity to gauge. This entire region is walled on off. In fact, the horse archers are entirely walled in, barring this region there, and he has to say hello to the White Tower. So pretty much the horse archers are now trapped. Archer does take a bit of damage there. Horse archer taking a bit of fire from Longbowman. And with the network castles, they will get a pretty good defensive capability. Now the second side has been captured. Red's stone mine will spot the horse archers. We got a lone villager here that could be picked on off, but horse archers, I don't think they have great vision range now, do they? Yep, the vision range is not great. And he's up to 340 trade bounty. Or maybe still alive in the field, he could perhaps kill off. And now these horse archers are just basically doomed. Could try peeling off a couple horse archers to put inside these trees and letting the other ones die heroically. High armory now being built, so we got a Imperial Age. You may not be eyeing for elite horse archers, but elite horse archers can get quite nice. The gallop and field training research gives them +1 range, so these guys will be at the 5.5 range. And when the gallop ability is active, they get additional 2 range, so they can actually have 7.5 range. They can outrange longbowmen. And the rest of these horse archers going down. He still has a good number of horse archers in the field. We have Tideborn being researched. Red is claimed the other relic. I'm not sure what the English player should eye. Warrior monks could go quite nicely. Saint's Blessing give them +1 armor and +2 damage on the horse archers. Got the veteran horseman research. Warrior's Fortitude does affect the horse archer, so it gives them a nice little health spike. Is one thing that can make them stand apart from crossbowmen. A little bit extra health can go a long way. We do actually now have the elite horse archer research, an incredibly rare research to see. We see in University for incendiary arrows. University being built. Incendiary arrows and biology both affect these guys. Horse archers can receive a lot of research. And plus, as well, it is a wood-based composition, so all the gold he can collect on up and can start securing will be can be held in pretty good reserve, to say the least. He may want to eye for a bit of stone and establish a keeps in this region, because if he can lock down this region, he has plenty of resources to work with. Each player can always work around with enclosure. We do now have a blacksmith being deleted there. He may be eyeing for something here. Not sure it's going to be for Berkshire Palace or Warren Palace. Berkshire Palace now being built. Good damage there from the elite horse archers. They're now up to 125 health. We also got now the mounted training, which will give them access to +1 range and potentially also +2 additional range, up to a staggering 7.5 range. Berkshire Castle will be a hard counter to these elite horse archers. We don't see incendiaries just yet. He's going +1 melee damage. He does need to get some ways to destroy these walls. He has, of course, 2 warrior priests and 2 scouts helping torch down the walls. Nothing too great. But now, with the extra range, he can outrange the horse archers. You can see here, 5.5 range. Got the enclosure research. We activate the gallop there. He is able to outrange those longbowmen. Plus, with the nearby scouts, he can see into there. He may want to put a spyglass ability. Or a spyglass upgrade, I should say. Gallop has been ended. Not a whole lot of the longbowmen here. He has a Magnolia field, which is technically counter to the elite horse archers, but their larger models make it harder for them to get splashed. Now he's splitting up his groups. His scouts do go down. He's trying to hunt down villagers, but there are none in this region. We also got the incredibly rare Knight's Poleaxe upgrade, which can give him some of the best knights in the entire game, +4 damage. When it comes to stock knights and or lancers, that may make the Rus knights the best in the entire game, especially along with the Warrior's Fortitude. He does throw some arrows onto the farm. Seeing out villagers. Maginot does get some shots there. Warrior Priest trying to gun that down, but he does have the Saint's Blessing and Gallop activated there. Now it's backing on up. Taking some damage there. Berkshire Castle getting some fire support as well. A couple of horse archers do go down, but so far it's got all 17 villagers opponent. Has a nice little villager lead. Now we've got a whole bunch of elite horsemen being deployed on out. We do have a proxy set of barracks, elite man-at-arms on the way, and armor clad. Not a whole lot of other blacksmith research. I don't think we have seen elite army tactics just yet. Now I've got the spyglass upgrade. I want to say ability because of Age of Empires 3. I suppose a bit of Age of Mythology. After all, Loki's initial god powder is the spy ability. Horse archers now backing on off. Took massive fire there. Longbowmen, of course, very good. They have less damage than the elite horse archers. Less base damage, 9 opposed to 14. Health is 50% more. So the horse archers may actually be cost effective in this situation. After all, 11 right now for 17. Now the size is incendiary arrows. The nice thing as well, he's going for horsemen while he does have the knight's poleaxe upgrade. He's going for elite knights now. He simply is not spending his gold on that. He has for a keep there. He has all 3 sacred sites captured, having various walls being built for both sides. Berkshire Castle taking some of these villagers. Unable to build a wall there. Sacred site is in the way. And here comes elite horsemen. You have now our Balquin being deployed on out. Don't know if that's how effective that is versus horse-based units. He is now almost entirely composed of horsemen, just one horse archer somewhere. So an interesting transition. Horsemen pushing the way forward. We got the conversion ritual there. He's just going to... Oh, he actually may lose some of these horsemen. He actually lost a decent number of them. He could actually kill the monk. It was a bit hard to see it. Our Balquin firing away does do 42 times 12 damage. Looks like it's able to one-shot a horseman. I never feel like the Balquin's actually useful, honestly. Like, if you can see there, it's just one-shotting horsemen, which is not that great. It's taking some damage there. It does have 10 melee armor, so able to counteract the anti-siege damage with the horseman. And does have decent health. By the way, the Vulcan does go down. We've got another longbow engaging. Long live the king. The king has been redeployed. The king can take a lot more abuse right now. Plus, we also got network castles. Not network citadels anymore. Another Vulcan deployed in the field. He will take out these horsemen. No incendiary arrows to research. I don't think the Ruse Prior has gone for incendiary arrows either. Now the knights pushing, being deployed out. Engaging the Englishman arms. Horsemen also engaging. More barracks being pulled out here. Knights engaging. Actually have a animation I don't think I've seen all too often being used by knights. The king is dead. We got a big round of sprinkles being pulled up by the Ruse players somewhere. Not sure where. And these man-arms getting to run around. No sacred site has been decaptured just yet. He has 2 minutes remaining. This one may be the most exposed. All the sacred sites have a keep next to him, so he needs batter rams and or trebuchets. Got some spearmen here, veteran spearmen, not elite spearmen. Got the elite army attacks not being put on the field. This stuff is slowly being torched on down. Arrow slut's not going to do all too much. And now I got more roost knights here. English player's down to 81 villagers. His opponent's at 135. And he has 1 minute remaining to decapture a point. Magenta's even taking time to steal his opponent's stone. And here's the last remaining horse archer. No incendiary research. Yep, I think the English player's just going to be out of the game. Gallop's now activated there. Gotta go fast. And the English villagers can easily just turn around, throw a volley of arrows into them. And these units still clean up this infrastructure. Now trying to capture the sacred site. Has a good number of men-at-arms, but there is even a large number of knights. He does delete his own keep to let this knight move forward. Now that is a bold play. Need some walls there to allow his knights to push forward as well. I do, as bold as play this is, probably not necessary, but very, very bold and overall probably worth it. Now he is counting down. Roost knights torching down everything. There goes that bombard down within seconds. And speaking of seconds, 2, 1, and that's game. It's Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.